Hey guys, welcome back. I appreciate you joining me again today. Got a new vendor for me that to try out. Relatively new vendor in general. I had just heard about these guys, well, when they contacted me on Facebook and asked if I'd be interested in doing a review for them. Company we're going to be talking about is GenXvapor. Um, Again, I had not heard anything from them. Asked, well, what I'd like to try. I said, you know what, just send me whatever your most popular flavors have been so far, and let me take a look at them. So they sent me 3 juices. They sent 2 30 ml bottles, one in Lemonberry Muffin. They sent a XyZinger, and then they sent a small bottle of White Russian. The mix on the 230 mils is all the same. It's a 70-30 PG-VG blend. I've got mine in 12 milligrams, and then the little sample bottle, which is also a 70-30 mix, is in a 6 milligram bottle. So the flavors on these, all of them, have really good, strong flavors to them, which is important because weak flavors, to me, even if it's a good flavor, if it's weak, it's not real distinctive, it turns a okay juice into a bad juice, or a really good flavor, or potentially a good flavor, into just kind of an okay juice. These all have real strong flavors to them, which is nice. So we'll talk about the first one we want to talk about is the Lemonberry Muffin. Um, So it's, if you were going to, in your head, if you were going to imagine what a lemonberry muffin would taste like, it's probably exactly what this does taste like. It's a nice fresh lemon taste to it. They say it's a blueberry muffin with like a lemon icing. The blueberry is a little more indistinctive as far as you can tell it's a berry flavor. I don't pick up specifically blueberry, but it is a good berry flavor. The lemon you pick up very, very well. And again, it's a really clean, fresh lemon taste to it, not any kind of a candy lemon at all. And then the muffin flavor actually comes off really well. I'm a little undecided on this particular juice because not because it's a bad flavor, I just don't know if the muffin flavor itself is enjoyable to me. I can't really decide whether I like the muffin part of it. And that's, I really think is just more of a matter of personal preference. I don't tend to care for the bready, cakey vapes in general, so I think that's really just more my personal preference as far as not caring for the muffin in general. Again, it's a good muffin flavor. I just don't think it's my preference. But the flavors all mix really well together. There's not much of a throat hit on any of these juices. It's a very, very mild throat hit in my opinion. But again, the flavors are very well balanced and are very distinctive. You can really, really, the flavors just really, really pop. The second one I tried was the XyZinger. If you're not familiar with what a zinger is, this is a zinger. So to my understanding, a zinger is really basically a Twinkie with like raspberry icing and covered in coconut, which sounds really yummy. I don't think that XyZinger tastes like a zinger. First off, I don't pick up anything in it that tastes like a Twinkie, and I don't taste anything that tastes like raspberry. I think this tastes more like a snowball, which if you're not familiar with a snowball, this is a snowball. So when I say that it tastes like the snowball, I'm not complaining at all. And I'm not even necessarily complaining that it doesn't taste like a zinger. It is a good juice. But the snowball is more of a cream-filled chocolatey cake that's covered in marshmallow with like a strawberry coconut on it. And that's the flavors that I pick up more on the XyZinger is I get that marshmallowy taste with that little sweeter strawberry flavor as opposed to kind of I don't know, raspberry to me I always get kind of a sour, bitter kind of I guess perception in my head when I think of raspberry. And it's really sweet, and the coconut comes off really nicely. It's really kind of almost a roasted coconut taste to it, and it's a good juice. The flavor is good. Um, I've been vaping this definitely more than the Lemonberry Muffin, and again, the flavors are very nicely. It's a very subtle throat hit on it. You definitely pick up a little bit of a throat hit, but it's not harsh at all. Really good juice. And then the last one that they sent me, this White Russian, I have it loaded up in the Denali on a low-res 510, rocking it at about 4.2. Let me take a vape real quick, show you the vapor production on it, and then we'll talk about the flavor on it a little bit. And again, the vapor production on all of these was the same. So what you're going to see here is the same as that I was getting off everything else. For a 70-30 blend, I'm really impressed with the amount of vapor that I've been getting off all these juices. Now the flavor on the White Russian, similar to the other two, is very strong flavors off of it. And it is my favorite of the three that they sent me, which is I'm a little disappointed that I only got the small bottle and the White Russian. I got the 30 mils and everything else, but that's okay. It was all free, so it is what it is. I will probably be ordering some more of this White Russian just because I like it the most. And I was a little skeptical when I went to try the White Russian for the first time, because White Russians, if you've never had them before, you know, the two main ingredients that you taste the most is kind of the half and half, or the cream, along with Bailey's, and I believe it has vodka in it as well. Now you don't pick up any vodka flavor, any alcohol in it, which is probably a good thing, because I think that would ruin the flavor. But what's interesting about it is you pick up that half and half flavor, that cream, or the kind of a milky taste to it, which I thought was really interesting, because I'm not sure what they're using to get that flavor, first of all, and I wouldn't think offhand that if I tried a milk or a half and half type flavor that I would enjoy it. And this is really good. And then when it comes to the Bailey's flavor, I've had several Irish creams which I just did not enjoy. I had not really had an Irish cream that was any good. And the flavor on this is really nice. It's got, if you're not familiar with Irish cream, it has kind of a coffee taste to it. And the mixture, the balance on the flavor between the cream and the Irish cream, or the Bailey's flavor, is done very well. So it's not a real strong coffee flavor, and it's not real sweet, which I think has been the problem that I've had with other Irish creams, is that they just were way too sweet. And this has a very nice, true, very subtle, creamy coffee flavor to it, and then you get that nice background of the milky taste to it, and it's just really good. Now it is a 6 milligram. I'd like to bump it up to the 12 milligram that I got the others in and see how the throat hit is, because at 6 milligrams I'm really picking up no throat hit. But it is a really good flavor, and I'll probably be getting some more of the White Russian so that I can try it. We'll see when I kill this little bottle, this little 3 ml bottle, how I feel about it at the end of it. But my first impressions of it is that it's really pleasant. So GenX's website, they do have a couple of starter kits, some 510s and some Ego kits, really reasonably priced if you don't have a kit already, but their specialty is really on the juices. The juices are a little pricey, but they're not way out of hand. So they have a new buyer code that you can use that'll help bring the price down a little bit. One interesting thing about these 30 ml bottles that I wanted to point out is these really tiny tips that they put on them. When I've been dripping this, I've noticed that instead of putting my normal 3 or 4 drops, I actually put more like 6 or 7 drops in it, because it comes out real tiny. Now, that could be a plus if you're using the new Vision or the Stardust atomizers. If you're using a tank, it makes it really convenient to fill it up because you have that real tiny little nozzle on it. Just a standard, bottle on the 3 mils. Now the one thing that I was kind of concerned about is that there's no child safety, kind of tamper resistant cap or anything like that to it. There was no shrink wrap or anything like that. That gives me a warm fuzzy feeling to have those on there, and these didn't have them. It'd be nice if they incorporated something like that on there. However, they do put a born on date, they do put your PG-VG mix, they do put your milligram level, they've got a warning on the side of it, kind of nice, big, and bold. So I mean, they're going 90% of the way as far as the safety is concerned. Again, some sort of a tamper seal or shrink wrap on the top of it, something a little extra would go a long way for me. Overall, been really impressed with the juices. Again, the flavors are really, really bold flavors, which I really enjoy that. The Lemonberry Muffin is okay. If you're wanting a muffin taste, I would definitely say give this a shot because it is very muffiny. Muffiny, is that a word? It's good. It tastes like a muffin. Me personally, again, everything is subjective. I don't know that the muffin really does a thing for me. The XyZinger, to me, doesn't taste like a zinger, but it's a very good flavor. I will be vaping more of this as well. It's good stuff. Really, really good, clean coconut taste to it, and the strawberry is really, really good as well. The White Russian gets 2 big thumbs up from me. It's a very good juice. Really good vapor production, really good flavors. So I would say get over to GenXvapors, give them a shot. They've got a lot of really good, really interesting flavors over there. Definitely worth a look. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, keep vaping.